Hello everyone, welcome back.
Oi, oi.
Great episode 1 in the end. That wasn't shit.
Yeah, it turned out alright, didn't it?
We've even got Connor here.
Hello, internets.
Yes.
Did
No
you-
petty.
God damn it.
There we go, that's calm the mood. Yeah, we really Hello, I'm John Pertwee. This museum is dedicated by 75,000 velvet shirts. Yeah, we had a really good jokes aside, we had a really good reception to episode 1. I mean, not amazing, we're still poor, but better than we thought. So
I mean,
someone's just driven into your wall.
oh fuck. You wanna keep it down? Lovely. Right. Let's get going.
Yeah, this week, Matt, what are we talking about?
We're talking about what you got here. This is what we're talking about.
I don't mean it offensively, but I don't think they can see what you've got.
I mean, I know they
Describe
can't.
it for the audio listeners.
George has wrote words down on a piece of paper, and we're going to be talking about them today. So,
words
get
are fun.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, we're going to be talking about
Comic-Con.
topics
Comic-Con.
and Comic-Con.
Comic-Con's the first thing.
Most important.
That's what it says, though.
We got Comic-Con, all the trailers and everything from that,
Yeah, so we're going to do a
and
Incredibles review.
obviously,
Spoiler free, if you wouldn't mind, because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we'll do spoiler
Yeah.
free. Yeah, we're going to spoiler.
and
review. That's fine.
and then Connor's gonna shut his ears at one point.
Yeah, no,
because-
don't worry, I will do that.
He's going to go outside and get hit by the man that's
Yeah,
taking the
yeah.
shit out of your garage.
Yes.
Yeah,
Slightly
Jesus
concerning,
Christ.
he does like to be loud. My next door neighbour.
Yeah, we'll do, and then we've got a Pixar World Cup thing that we're doing. That's not, copyright. But... Then emails if we have any. I haven't checked this week if we have any.
Neither did I.
Probably got none
When you guys talk about the Doctor Who trailer, I'll pull it up and see what
Yeah.
we got.
because you are indifferent to it yet. But we will turn you into a Doctor Who fan, so it's fine.
You'll become a Cyberman before you know it.
No petty.
Words. Let's start with Comic-Con then.
What trailer grabbed your eye, Matt, this week?
Iron Fist, because it still looks as dreadful as it was before.
Not gonna lie to you, still haven't watched Iron Fist.
I mean, I watched half of it.
Mhm.
I gave it a chance. Like, I gave all the Marvel TV shows a chance. It just like.
You like none of them?
No, I like Jessica Jones. I like Luke Cage.
Loot Cage.
Luke
Yeah,
Cage.
he got looped.
He got looped with the
You have to
cage.
pay extra money to watch every episode because he's looted.
Yes.
Whee!
Yes, 100%.
Microtransactions are weird.
No, like, they're not bad. Daredevil's obviously the best one that they've got.
Well, yeah.
And-
Season 1 or 2 though. What do you prefer?
1. Season 1.
It's been so long since I watched the first one. I'd say 2. Fuck it, 2. I'd say 2.
You're the deciding fight here, George.
I am season 1 because I remember that one.
No, because of John Berthnell. That's why I'll pick 2. He was amazing.
I mean, he's amazing in pretty much everything, though. So
Yeah, no, it's not saying much.
Do you reckon that's too quiet?
no, it should be fine. That's about where you was last time.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But Iron Fist. I mean,
I watched half of episode 1 and gave up with that shit because
Like-
fuck Iron Fist.
it's badly written, and like the visuals aren't even good. And I thought maybe they would improve that, but judging by the trailer,
I haven't even. I've not even seen it myself yet. I've just. Did you fucking.
raise the roof.
Raise Jesus Christ! Raise the old volume, Connor. It's fine.
Anyway, Iron Fist is a fist for the ship, really.
Yay!
Out of all of them.
It's a golden fist full of shit. Have you seen that visual in the trailer?
But not Infinity Gauntlet gold, though.
No, like a
cheap looky man on holiday.
You know, like when you have a really nice curry, but the morning after you sort of it goes a bit bad. That kind of looks like what Iron Fist does visually when he goes to punch someone. It looks like a bad night, like the bad morning after a curry's coming at you for
The
a
only
fist.
thing I think about fucking Iron Fist is just, hi, my name's Danny, and I'm not dead. Hi, I'm Danny. Remember me? I'm Danny.
I'm here,
I'm another
guys.
white billionaire.
I'm here. I'm white. Way.
White supremacy, folks. Brexit means Brexit.
China.
Donald, what are you doing here?
China.
China.
I love China.
I spoke to Kim Jong-un and he said I have the biggest hands he's ever seen.
Alright, that's 2 episodes in a row now. We've got onto Trump.
Hey.
China!
We went different ways with that.
I mean, had to go China, really, didn't we?
Yeah, so, long story short, Iron Fist. Will you watch it?
I'll give it 1 more episode.
Mm-hmm.
If it still looks as crap as it did the first time round. No.
No.
Short answer, no.
No.
If I can be bothered and if I get slightly more time off, then I will consider it. But I wouldn't pick it out of everything.
So if you were on fire and you had to watch one Netflix series, like it took 13 episodes to burn you alive, what would you...
Whether I'd seen it or not, or just anything.
Just anything.
Friends. But fuck knows why.
I mean, okay. Good choice.
We were going for the Marvel angle there, Connor, but that's fine.
Could be indoors.
Friends, now owned by Disney as well.
Everything's owned by Disney.
I hope that destroyed everybody.
Including this podcast is now owned by Disney.
Yeah, Disney brought us out.
Mainly the good news is we didn't get cancelled and renewed on Netflix, so that's going for us.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Netflix,
yes.
the saviors
Of everything, apparently.
But I don't get how they make money, because they just keep spending out on all these shows and just like...
They get it through pure viewers. People
But they're not making their money back.
Yeah, but they pay for subscriptions because they can afford...
Subscribe.
Because, like, they have so many people signed up onto the platform now with so many people buying them. They don't need people to watch all the shows. They just need you to be subscribed to watch one. Whereas networks, alright, yeah, they get their money through the ratings and they want their show to be good.
And they need to be consistent.
Yeah, they need it.
Move on, Slowpoke.
But they need it to obviously bring in.
So bad.
They need it to bring in the airtime to make money at the ads. Where Netflix, it's like, alright, you like this show? Oh, you don't like that one? So
It's gonna burst everyone's eardrums, Connor.
it's like, oh, you don't like that show? We'll go watch, I don't know, our fucking 4,000 other shows. It's like
all spin-offs and all sponsored.
Connor, do you want to sit here so you're closer?
It ain't gonna make that much difference.
Come on, you sit on that.
Oh,
This is, organisation.
and sit here.
And get a move on, Slowpoke.
And for those of you who was just wondering, George just sat on Connor's lap and then slid down the sofa.
Not in a sexual way.
It was very sexual. It was sexual.
It's just because you haven't got the fan on here.
I'm sorry.
It's boiling, man. Fucking hell.
All right, I did. Look, are we going to talk about the other trailers?
Yeah, we should.
We
We
might
should
as well
stay on target. Oh fuck! Did I not? I need to bring things out.
George, worry about that later. That's a future problem, okay?
Yesterday.
Yeah, and look, we dealt with it in the future. It's a future problem, okay?
It's not a paradox just yet.
I mean, like, so what? Iron Fist was by far the worst trailer.
Yes.
Out of all of them.
Is that just because it's the worst show?
Yes.
Possibly.
I mean, like, but the thing is, they could have changed so much. They had an opportunity, I feel, to make it good, and the trailers are not supportive or encouraging when you look at it like that.
No.
Doesn't give you any hope, does it?
It looks like a bad Vindaloo's punching you.
That's why I just called it Iron.
Vindaloo.
Alright.
Vindaloo, na. And copyright.
But see, the thing is with that, at least Vindaloo's a good song. Iron Fist is just crap.
Yeah, look, it's up on your Spotify. Right?
It is up on my Spotify, but Iron Fist is just crap.
What else did we watch?
You had the Doctor Who.
Yeah, we're going to get more into that because, more importantly, the one that you two really got gassed about, Star Wars.
Clone Wars!
Yes.
Clone Wars saved.
Yeah.
What can be said? Just that hashtag is excellent. That was the highlight of the trailer for me. It's just that.
Just the hashtag.
Just the hashtag. Like, nah. We don't need. That's it. Clone Wars has peaked. We don't need anything more. There's a hashtag. We don't need anything more.
And fuck Anakin's ugly face. But I mean,
nah, he looks
what
sexy.
What has happened to Anakin's face?
But wrinkles. That's what you're into. Yeah, wrinkles.
No, I'm into
Wrinkle,
that
winkle.
woman Boba Fett at the end.
Would you just lost in the distances?
Yeah, just like
He's
like
no good to me, dead.
it
good to me, did.
it seems good. It looks good.
12
and
episodes.
Wait,
isn't
it's
it?
going
yeah,
to
it's
be
13,
12.
12 or
20.
13.
64.
11.
If it was 64
75,000
episodes,
Velvet Chat.
if it was 64 episodes, that would be very, very good. Because
But the thing is it season 6? Is it Rebels 2, The Clone Wars? Is it like new shit? Is it fucking
Clone Wars, a Star Wars story.
Episode 9 Clone Wars?
I feel like it just might be new shit, you know?
Yeah, just
Well, it's 12, yeah,
standalone.
it's 12 episodes. Will it be right after the end of, what was it, season 5?
Yeah.
Will it
Is
be
it-
that? Will it be after? We don't know.
Is it
But
after?
we're not going to find out because it's on the bloody Disney streaming service.
When is
I'll
that
put-
coming out?
I don't know.
Oh, that's just some more shit we've got to pay for.
Disney being Disney and Disney wanting to own everything. You want to watch probably the best film we're going to make in the longest time? Yeah, fuck you, pay us.
You want to see all our things at panels as well? We're making our own, so you have to pay for even more.
Love you, Disney. Please sponsor me so I
This-
can go to the magical kingdom.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe down below.
This podcast sponsored by Fox, soon to be bought out by Disney.
Don't you mean previously already brought out by Disney?
Monopolies are bad.
Whoa.
We got into that last week, didn't we?
We did. We went into
We
went
did
into
go
that.
into quite a lot of crap with that last week.
I
You
mean,
got any funny anecdotes about milk this week?
not about milk. No, not unfortunately.
Nothing to milk.
I got nothing to
The
milk.
cow was run dry.
Nothing but water.
I got nothing to milk but my sanity.
I really thought you were going to say yourself. Do you want us to leave the room?
Da 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 meep.
Meep, meep. Did you see Oasis? Might be getting back together.
Yes,
Just a quick, brief side note.
yes. Please do.
Alright, waited my whole life for this moment.
I might
Not really.
I might actually milk myself if they did get back together.
For people listening, he's actually got no pants on. Get a move on, Slowpoke! Meep, meep.
Oh, that. Do you want to tell them what that's referencing?
So we just showed Matt the
Destiny of the Doctor.
Destiny of the Doctors, possibly the greatest clip ever known to man, with the Master in his car. And would you say it was worth everything we told you about that?
It's worth it just on the pure fact that when he's driving off or flying off or whatever it was,
his
when
face.
the beat, it's the face. It's just like he looks so enjoying like that. Just a beep on the car, just beep. It's
Well,
just got the biggest grin on his face.
You only saw where one of his hands was on the steering wheel.
God knows where his other one
He was milking himself.
It was on his sonic
Beep.
screwdriver.
Ugh.
Come along,
But
Ace,
was it
got
Sonic?
work. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Sonic, it was Laser. Who's
Oh, yeah.
Sonic?
But speaking of the Doctor, that brings into the trailer that you two probably liked a lot.
Yeah, well, we got both really.
Well, the shit one.
Yeah,
is
in
shit.
the week. When did the teaser drop? Was it Monday-ish?
I saw 6 days ago, so that makes it.
6
Yeah, it
days?
was like
6
5 days ago or something like that.
Sunday. Oh yeah, Sunday. It was the World Cup, wasn't it? Ugh.
Ah,
It was the day that this was meant to come out.
disappointing.
Yeah, five
Wrong.
5 days ago. Then
Yeah.
That was. I like the teaser because we knew that whatever
Fuck
was going to
Croatia.
come out of whatever was coming out of Comic-Con was coming. We said that last week.
back to football again, guys.
Can't keep talking about football. People don't care about it.
Yeah.
No, can we talk about Bradley Walsh though? If you're not British, he's the
The
man
Chase
from The
is on.
Chase. It is on.
Literally. One of the episodes is going to be recreation of The Chase.
He's gonna run into the or she's gonna
the
gonna
TV
run
show The
into
Chase
it.
or the serial from William Hartnell called The Chase?
Yes, that Chase. Yes, the Chase.
It'll be him superimposed into the Chase serial with the Chasers.
Yeah.
No, it would just be an odd mix of like a crossover of both Chases, and Bradley Walsh is just gonna be in them both.
And then William Hartnell will just come out of a Dalek in Space Museum again.
But
Goodness me, Susan.
it's time to get this party started, or whatever she said at the end of that trailer.
She said, "Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't
Oh
it?"
yeah, that's it. This is gonna be fun, laddie.
She's from South Africa. This,
Zimbabwe.
this is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun.
And that's us off the air.
Cancel.
I did like
Wow.
jokes aside about the teaser, as crap as everyone seems to think it was. I think it set the tone. It got me sort of like, oh yeah,
It's happening.
It's real.
It's happening.
But goodness me, Susan, the doctor's a woman.
Well,
She's bloody massive.
I mean, it's about time, really, isn't it?
It's about, yeah, well, the only reason I was sceptical at the beginning is because of how female characters have been written in the show before. It's right, Matt, you can go to sleep now. Especially, like, Missy. I think
I haven't
discovered.
experienced it just yet.
Yes, because you are currently on Series 7.
I'm
you
sniffy.
You poor bastard.
Yeah.
But when Missy's in it, she's
I've seen
nothing like the Master. Like,
no,
at least
flirtatious, isn't she? She's
I don't even mind that. It's just the fact that you're meant to sort of have this through line through, like, you have it for all the Doctors. Like, it's still the Doctor, it's just this different personality. But, like, with the Master, it's like, it was only in name that she was mentioned like that. Whereas the rest of the time, she didn't act like the Master, and it was just really annoying. But then I think, because of that being Moffat, I do have a lot more, even though Chris Chibnall did write Cyborgman, probably one of the, you haven't even watched Torchwood yet.
Yeah, fuck, I haven't. No.
Yeah, so that is going to be a hell of an experience for you when you watch that, because that man is now in charge. But
I'm sorry, what?
I do think after everything he's done with Broadchurch, I think he's learned a lot since the last time we wrote an episode, and it's just nice for it to be different again.
But he's wrote for Doctor Who before, hasn't he? He's done the odd.
Yeah, he did.
Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
He did 42. He did.
Yeah. Well, you go back to sleep.
I'm so confused.
42. The David Tennant one, that was good. He did Hungry Earth and
Through
Cold
the
Blood.
internet.
Yeah, Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, the Silurian one from Series 5. He did Dinosaurs on a Spaceship and Power of 3. Then he hasn't written one since.
Did I like that one or not?
Oh, it's okay, but then it's got the worst ending. It's just like, come on, Cubes, you're working for me now.
Angels Take Manhattan, though. I didn't know fucking Amy and Rory died.
Oh, they're sort of dead, but they're not. Like, let's not even get into the Moffat-sized hole that we're facing at the moment.
I'm like fucking 5 years behind. But,
Raggedy Man. I was like, it's strange that you've managed to avoid all of this.
I don't know.
You've avoided all of the heartache of the Capaldi era.
I saw season 8. I saw Capaldi with
Clara.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I a good man, Clara? I know I'm good, but am I evil, Clara? We got to make the audience.
That's what it is.
Got to make the audience think I've got an arc this year, Clara.
Am I a good man?
I
it's almost like every single Marvel film.
No, it's misunderstood villain in some way related to the main character.
So a Marvel film.
Yeah, that's what Marvel films are. Misunderstood character, got like similar powers to the hero.
Copy and paste.
Isn't Marvel Week? Why are we doing this?
Copy paste. Make it PG, family friendly. Boom! You got a film, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but like, not being funny. Let's just quickly. Michael B. Jordan, amazing. Probably one of the best Marvel villains. The new ones, they just let them do what they want.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett in Ragnarok, great.
Yeah.
Brolin as Thanos. I mean, we all knew that was going to be good.
Yeah, but fucking hell, he's Thanos.
Yeah,
but truly Thanos.
He is.
He is the Thanos.
He is the big purple man in the sky.
That's invaded video games temporarily, like Fortnite.
Oh. Did you play that when he was on it?
I had to. No way. No way.
I had no choice, Susan.
Yeah.
It was there. It was unavoidable.
Yeah, a little bit.
Goodness me, Susan. It's Thanos.
What happened? I just want my victory royale. And there's a Thanos in the sky again.
Why are you doing like Tommy Wiseau?
Because I'm
You
tired.
know, Maddie, Thanos when he in Fortnite, the powers are so good, and he fly like space, but then he kill you. Hi, doggy.
Can we get like Tommy Wiseau to like?
I would love to
narrate like Fortnite or.
I thought you were going to say
Call of Duty.
I thought you were going to say
Blue Planet.
I hear we see whale. It's swimming. It's gone now.
I took a shit.
Why did he sound like an incontinent robot? Sometimes from Robots of Death. Please do not throw shit at me.
I've still not watched that.
Oh, we have to do like a massive. Like, we're literally just gonna watch loads of like classic Who and just get Matt into it, just because he'll love just how shit it is. Horns of Narmon, you're gonna love.
That's my favourite thing. When it's so shit, it's good.
Yeah, no, that is literally that episode, as well as Underworld.
But how many Narmon have you seen today?
Am I supposed to answer that?
Am I supposed to understand this?
Mercy Lord, 9-1! It's 20 minutes in now. How long have we talked about 9-1 for? Too much!
I don't know, how long did that doze off for?
Well, a good 3 or 4 minutes this right? 4.5 if we're counting.
Yeah, so anyway, Doctor Who trailer. What do you think? Are you excited?
Yes, for the most part, but sceptical still. I'm not fully 100% convinced.
Sexist.
Mate, you say what you like. Yeah, I don't know. I've got some funny feelings in my stomach. I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this, Ace.
So do I. That's called butterflies when you're like sexually attracted to someone.
But how is that bad? That's
You're
normal.
sexually attracted to Bradley Walsh.
Yes. Have you seen the man?
Is that why you're...
Chase is on.
I mean, I thought you were going to try and sing the Chase theme tune then.
No, I'm...
Copyright. Okay, so we're good.
Which
The
chaser
title
would
of this
you...
episode is Matt Wants to Bang Bradley Walsh.
I think a lot of people do. Granted, they're probably about
50.
40-year-old single
Typos.
mums.
But you're not 40, single or a mum.
That you know.
Unfortunately.
I don't understand
What's
why...
that, Matt Jr.? You want to come out from yonder the bed?
Okay.
That is working!
But can someone explain to me why Bradley Walsh is in the trailer though?
Because I think they're covering the whole spectrum. They've got whoever's playing Ryan. I don't know the actor's name. He's obviously a man of colour. He's young.
Yes.
They've got young lady Yasmin, whatever her actress is.
No, but
They've got old white man in Bradley Walsh. They've got the woman's a character. They've just got it's for everyone. I mean, there's someone that's going to appeal to everyone that's going to watch it.
culture.
All the old single mums or Matt will just think, oh, Bradley Walsh is in this. I like it.
Not gonna lie, I do want to tune in because if he's in it, like generally in it, I will actually tune in.
Yeah.
I want him to I want to know what he's going to sound like because I think they released the surnames of the characters and it's O'Brien.
He ain't Bradley
Graham,
O'Brien.
Bradley
Fuck, he's
O'Brien.
Graham O'Brien or something like that.
Fuck.
It's like that's quite cool. Is he going to be Irish? Because Irish Bradley Walsh.
Mate.
I am here for. I'm here for the show in general because I am so excited for a fresh start.
It's Irish Bradley Walsh. Now that would be a spectacle worth watching.
Toyson Cole, that's who plays Ryan, I think.
Joyson got who?
Toyson Cole.
Toyson?
Mike Toyson.
Mike Toyson.
Mike Toyson's playing Ryan.
What? All right.
Just Ryan.
McGregor, calm down.
Where is my suit, Louis?
Fuck the Mayweathers.
Okay. Yeah, so that was that, and we've been anyway. We saw last week Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Like that. We're gonna do a non-spoiler review
Just
because
like that.
Connor's in the room.
Yeah, I can go out. I can get run over by the.
If you just want to rip your ears off real quick, we'll get them sewed back on later.
Down myself in fucking whatever drink you had earlier. The Red Bull.
Ciroc French Vanilla Vodka. Please sponsor me.
I-
Diageo.
Sponsored by alcohol.
Diageo.
Also
I know
copyright.
you're listening. You're probably not, but if you are, sponsor me, please. Love your brand. Thank you. Kisses.
Peace, love, and hugs.
But
Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
Was it incredible?
It was. It very much was.
What colour am I thinking of?
Orange.
Red. Yes.
Orange.
It was actually turquoise.
Ooh.
Indigo.
Oh, violet.
With a dash of something.
Oh, there we go. We got violet and dash mixed into that.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Violet. No, but yeah, it was a very, very good film.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't think it was as good as the first one because I still really love the first one, which we'll get onto later because we've got a bit on that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It's probably better than most Pixar sequels, I'd say.
better than most Pixar films. Like it could.
Oh.
No, like it could.
Pixar beef.
No, it could stand alone as its own film. Like you don't need to watch the first one, and
well,
like
that's what matters in the sequel. Yeah, that's.
And I think that's kind of what they had to do as well, because obviously it's
such a long gap between the films.
It's aimed at a new generation now as well.
14 bloody years.
Granted, when we went to go see it, there was a lot of like
so many children.
There was a decent amount of 20-year-olds from what I've been hearing in there as well, but like
you look around and we hear this mama, dada.
Getting our
that was just Matt's son.
I don't have a son.
Shut up, how did you get out from under the bed?
Shut up. Don't have a son. But
what about a daughter though?
Hey!
Who's the father?
Look, I am your father.
I thought your name was Matt. Shut up, you smart ass. Go to move on, Slowpoke.
But like, no.
The only annoying thing was we sat on the fourth row where you have the walkway for it in front of us. Good for legroom, bad for all those little bastards that kept going to the toilet.
Yes, the little kids.
Some of them even like 3 times. Like, how can you go 3 times for a shit?
I mean,
my God.
Yeah,
Have you seen the size of the like large drinks they give you?
I
Like
think
it's bigger than the child itself.
The child gets in it and swims in it. I thought you were going to say, did you see the size of those kids?
You have
that's
size
what put you on a
or
register.
size?
That's what put you on a register the first time.
Oh, that took a turn.
Yeah. Anyway, if it's a film, they should have a separate screenings. All the people that saw this film originally when it came out and want to see it again, that were like in their 20s, then all the little kids. Like segregate them, because I don't want kids who keep needing a shit walking in front of me.
Little shits.
No, they probably had big ones. They kept going, and then the parents have to go with them, and they're like, "Oh, sorry," like trying to duck down. I had a kid run into my leg. Like, because
I had a kid knock over my popcorn. I was not pleased.
It's obviously being in that road, like we stretched our legs out, and then like this kid just literally like running. I nearly like slide tackled him like Sergio Ramos style.
Should have sued their ass.
Jesus.
But like, no, it's a good film though.
Yeah, apart from the experience, it was good.
apart from the little kids running around in the cinema, solid film.
Running. It wasn't incredible. It was just credible.
No.
From the sound of it, it's just credible.
It was a very
what
credible
George
film,
thinks
but
of
it was
it,
good.
it's credible. I think it's still
I
personally
like
incredible.
the bloody film. It's nice. It's good. I just like the first one better. Like I still like. It doesn't mean it's a shit film. It's no Cars 2.
But
hey,
it's Toe Mailer.
But is there a number 3? Is there any?
Yeah, give it another 20 years. That might be.
Well, that's the whole reason that the number 2 wasn't made straight away, because they were like, at Pixar, we don't do sequels.
Yeah.
At that time, really?
And then they did.
The
make
majority
sequels.
of their last few films have been sequels.
They changed their mind.
Toy Story 3, Monsters University, and
Cars.
Yeah, that was another long one.
How has Cars managed to get
like 3
films
in like 12 years?
But then
I think it's got like 2 in.
2004 was the first one, wasn't it?
I thought 1.
No, 2004. That's incredible. 2001.
Yeah.
When did
14 years? Yeah, they've got a thing about 14 years, haven't they?
Fucking 14.
Or no, it's probably 12 years, because I think 2013 it came out. Yeah, I don't know numbers.
But then Cars have got 3 films, where like the only other Pixar franchise to have that is Toy Story, which are
on the way,
which are like quality.
Yeah.
Quality films, but then you got.
It's like the light side and dark side.
Yeah.
You have good and then Jedi and Sith.
Like they tried it with Toy Story, it worked with that. They tried it with Cars, and then
Did
went,
you ever hear
"Oh
the
fuck,
tragedy
what
of
have we
Darth
done here?"
Cars?
Because it's like there's so many other quality Pixar films that just never got the sequel. But then their films are very good at wrapping up a story.
Yes.
They could easily be standalone, and they could also have room for growth. What is the Pixar film that you would want to have a sequel that doesn't have one already?
Ting tang, walla walla bing, ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
Okay, well.
Sorry, you guys started that one. I just finished it.
How much copyright are we going to get done for this week?
I mean, it's only us singing.
Triple, because I'm here.
Yes. Sing the word slightly differently. No word, no race.
A Pixar film.
I'm just thinking. I need the internet.
There is a correct answer. It's Ratatouille.
Yeah, but then as like I said it last week as well. I love Ratatouille. I love it. It's one of my
then
favorite
you could call
Pixar
it Ratatouille.
films. But,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, Disney. You want to hire us?
But then, like, the thing is with Ratatouille, I feel like if that had a sequel, it would ruin it for me. Because the film wrapped up so nicely. WALL-E is one that I would like to see.
Yeah, because you don't. I'd like to see him rebuilding the planet because you get a bit of that in the end credits of WALL-E, and I'd like to sort of see how that panned out.
Up and down, up and down, or just down,
up, down, and mixed with Inside Out. It's a crossover of Up and Inside Out.
Up, down, port, starboard. I know.
Up, down, left, right, Inside Out. There you go.
To the left.
Slide to the right.
Let's get the obvious one, Brave 2, because obviously that needs to happen.
Oh yeah. Said no one ever.
Braver.
And then the third one,
Bravest.
There you go.
Braver.
And then a spin-off called Brave-ish.
No, that's a prequel.
And then if Brave...
No, that's just emotionless.
Brave If You Dare, that would be like the 100th film.
Brave harder.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Too fast, too brave.
Die brave.
A good day to die brave.
A million ways to die in the brave.
Okay, thanks for joining us with the brave.
Braveception.
Where nobody was seated during this section.
Braveception.
But
yeah, Incredible 2, good. I like what they did with the characters. I like sort of how they expand upon the thing. Jack is probably the best part of that film.
I forgot Jack.
Yeah,
Jack, laser eyes.
Jack's good.
Frozone's good.
Frozone's very, very good.
The enemy's good. I like how the beginning is a wrap up of how it ended. First one
with the Underminer.
Yeah, good old Underminer.
Yeah, he's there for the opening bit.
Oh right.
And which renders the game Incredibles Rise of the Underminer obsolete.
Yes.
But I'm okay with that because that game was.
Oh right.
It was.
I remember playing it. I have quite fond memories of that game.
I've just recently bought the first one, or just the incredible game.
I played that. It was fun. I like the dash levels in that game.
But then looking at games like that, I have a lot of fun memories, and I've gone back and played some of them recently. Some hold up, but then there's some that are just utter shit.
You think, how did I play this?
Simpsons skateboarding. I remember I sunk a lot of hours.
Oh
into
my
that.
god, I was so bad at that.
What a shite game that is.
Did either of you play on the PS2 the Madagascar game?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
yes. Yes.
Yeah, in a good shit or bad shit.
It was just.
Right. It doesn't hold up.
No, it doesn't hold up.
It's
good.
It doesn't hold up.
It's good when you're like 7.
Yeah. Which I imagine.
But playing it now at the age of 22 is probably not the best thing.
But then, like, you look at.
Where's the achievements?
You look at games like that. Like, we had a vast variety of different sort of games.
Back in the day.
Game genres. No, when we were young and like the heyday of like GameCube,
now we're old and close to death.
PS2, N64 and shit like that.
Yeah.
And now it's Call of Duty.
Yeah,
who wants to buy our money?
And now Fortnite and PUBG, and then everything's got to have Battle Royale. That's what it's turned into.
Call of Duty Battle Royale.
Yeah,
there's gonna be so much stuff about games. Talking of games, did you see the trailer for the Spider-Man game?
Yes.
That looks.
I've already pre-ordered it. Set it.
Well, we know who's going to be reviewing that game.
But see, there has not been, in my opinion, a good Spider-Man game since Spider-Man 2. Fight me.
I will say.
Not even Ultimate.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I can't comment on that one, to be fair. I haven't played Ultimate.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, the game, is the best for just roaming.
Yeah.
Fucking about.
But then, like, that's a game that you want. You want to be Spider-Man, and that gave you
is that the one that has where you can with the web shooters at each side, so like you've got like each trigger's like left trigger, left wrist. That's like what you want.
But the shitty thing about that game, touching it, is the morality system. If you just remain idle in the city, you get hated by the police and you have like a negative reputation.
Wow, so it's like
whereas if you do
Infamous, but makes no sense.
Except it pops up like every minute. You might be swinging around free roaming, and then all of a sudden you have like a civilian in a burning building, and if you don't say that,
and
the
bloody civilians in them burning buildings.
Yeah,
but
at least it's not a balloon.
But then that
he's a menace to the entire city.
Oh, good old Spider-Man. But like I like that. I like moral systems in games though, because it gives you a lot of replayability.
It gives you a lot of ability to
replayability.
Yeah, there you go.
Replay.
Because like you could go through being all good, and then you can just do the complete opposite and just completely trash the name.
A lot of that's the achievements and trophies in Infamous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trophies because it's a PlayStation exclusive, because a lot of that is get to the highest
copyright
thing of good, get to the thing highest level of bad.
I mean, you know, I got to the highest level of bad before I got to good.
Yeah.
Who wants to be good in a game?
That is true. When you got the option to be evil, like it is really hard for me. Like, oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm always a goody two shoes. I don't. Yeah,
he's been raised.
I've not gone to the dark side.
No, see, like I'll do that.
Yeah.
After.
Once. After?
On one playthrough, and then like if I play it again, always evil, straight up. Unless it's a game where I just don't care, like.
And then you just pick whatever scenario.
Yeah, like
you just flip flop between them, and you just stay neutral.
Like
if you like the sexy girl, be on her side. If you like the ugly fucking alien, pick his side.
Yeah, like
what games
Life
have
is
you been playing?
No, Life is Strange and like the Telltale games are very good examples of that though.
Ooh,
it's like no, because I play them for the achievements.
Oh yeah,
who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Like, all right, yeah, some of them are competent, like Walking Dead Season 1, Guardians of the Galaxy
to, like,
1.
The hardest one in the Walking Dead one was win a game of rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
that's me. That was Pipsqueak. I've never lost it.
Oh, I lost it.
I
don't think I've ever won it.
Really?
I lost it 3 times.
Oh, I lost it.
360. When I first did it originally, 360 it was Pipsqueak, but then having replayed it recently, it was a load of wank. It was a load of
getting back to wank again.
But
Matt, put your trousers back on.
But like,
what are your trousers from the future?
Because we gotta go back to the future.
We gotta go back, Marty. Or we're coming with our heroes.
But like, no, it's a game where you can just be a dick.
Yeah,
I will just be a dick.
Yeah.
It's way more fun.
Especially when you've got like that the free roaming map and you can just like go anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
Like Just Cause is like the perfect game for just like fucking around. Especially with them updates where you could just fly around in that suit, like attach cows to helicopters.
Just Cause, I don't think I've owned all 3 of them. I don't think I've ever played
4.
one story. What?
Not out yet, though.
No. Well, out of the 3 that are out, I don't think I've ever played one story mission.
Have you not?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a story mission on Just Cause.
I'm the same, yeah. Yeah, I just haven't got into them.
It's just such a good game just to sit there for a couple of hours and just do absolute
nothing. Yeah.
shit.
I started playing the story of 2 because I got a free download with the 3rd one.
Yes.
Still haven't got past like the 3rd mission.
Exactly. Yeah,
I have a parachute now, but apart from that, it's just the graphics,
Made
just everything's so
parachute.
slow.
Unless it's Xbox One X enhanced. Again, copyright.
Silky smooth for your eyeballs.
Super dookie, milky smooth, or whatever it was.
Wow. Now we've talked about games, shall we go on to our feature today? Because bit of a slow news week, really. Because obviously there's more Comic-Con stuff happening now. There's a lot that's going to probably happen between now and the next episode. Just like kind of snapping his fingers at the mic for like the 4th time. Really apologise if you're wearing your headphones.
I don't.
So we decided with Incredibles 2, we wanted to go through all the Pixar films, but not in just like the top 10s or like just going through them individually and reviewing them. So we came up with a fun little game.
Oh.
So we got all 20...
Spicy.
5 spice. We got all 20 Pixar films, put them in a rank system based on their Rotten Tomatoes. But then we've got 2 hats, one for the top 10, one for the bottom 10. And then we're going to make them fight it out. Not physically, we're going to throw the Blu-rays at each other.
Mentally.
But we're going to decide which one's better. So Matt, you can choose from that hat.
Oh, I'm going for
that one.
This one.
Okay,
I'm not going to open it now.
Connor, you choose that one. This hat.
That one.
Okay, Matt, reveal the first contender.
Oh, you can suck my testicle.
Which one is it?
Finding Dory.
Finding Dory. What one's that ranked?
I think that's 20. 11?
12. I think.
12. 12. It's not.
It's ranked between 11 and 12.
I don't know. You sort of ripped it over it. It's
yeah, it's 12.
It's 12. Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah, and then Connor, you have it's Finding Dory versus
Toy Story Uno.
Yes.
Well, that's not really a contest in these, are they?
Okay, we've got to give some Finding Dory thoughts, Matt.
Absolute pile of shit.
Okay, Connor.
Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
Toy Story it is.
End of match.
No, I just want to say, like, this is one of the most pointless films ever.
Most random sequel.
Yeah, it's a film that, one, didn't warrant a sequel. Two, it was about a secondary character that was only there to make a joke out of.
Exactly. Yes.
In a way. And it's just so boring. Like, there was nothing good from the first Finding Nemo, like...
Well, I can think of now.
It's not... Like, Finding Nemo is not my favourite one, but it's not...
A shit one.
It's not shit, by any means. It's very enjoyable to watch. Finding Dory is fucking crap. Think about it realistically. The premise is about a main character who forgets what she's doing every 3 seconds. So a lot of the film is just her going, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Stop following me.
What am I doing? Who are you? Go away. Sod off. Who are you? What am I doing? Fucking pile of shit.
Okay.
Against one of the best Pixar films.
The first one that animation still holds up.
Yeah.
Love Toy Story.
I mean, you can sit around all day and talk about the first Toy Story film,
which we're gonna do right now.
You don't seem impressed. You don't seem.
No, I am smiling. I can assure you.
You smile louder.
You seem like you're gonna debate my opinion on this.
No, so I was just in the middle of rewatching Toy Story Uno and Incredibles, and I hadn't finished either. But it sounds great.
Yeah.
But no, it's holds up, but dated in a way.
The first one,
a
little bit more dated.
The animation is still amazing for something that come out in '95.
And what was it like? What the first?
It was the first completely computer generated
3D animated film.
Yeah, first completely computer animated film, and it's still amazing.
Is Pixar?
And it still has still has one of the best stories.
Most memorable.
It's gonna be hard to top Toy Story.
Like, the only thing that really comes close to it is Toy Story 2, the sequel.
Ooh, will that come up in the draw?
Yeah, probably against, like, Cars 3. Gonna be no contest again.
I hope it comes up against a really hard one. Okay, so are we unanimous that Toy Story goes through that round?
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Yes.
Without a doubt.
What are we doing?
Just put Toy Story down there.
We'll leave it
on the keyboard of glowiness.
We'll leave it on the multicoloured keyboard.
So, next one. Lads.
Are you not picking?
Are you not picking?
I'm holding the hats.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Okay.
I made the list. What more do you want?
Alright.
Matt.
No.
No.
You can go first.
Let Connor reveal.
Let Connor go first. What you got, lad?
Have you ripped?
Is it Cars 3? Toy Story 2?
Here you go.
For fuck's
Toy
sake.
Story fucking 2.
I've mixed these bloody hats.
We'll mix them some more. I've got Monsters University.
Okay, well that's an easy one.
I mean, again,
Monsters University.
Obviously.
Like,
what is Toy Story ranked? Number 2.
2.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Or 1, 2 from Toy Story 1 and 2.
Like, the thing is, at least Monsters University, you can put up more of an argument than Finding Dory.
Yes.
It's a sequel that we still didn't want, but it's got good characters that we like.
No.
It was still worthwhile.
Yeah, but I think...
Looking at it, what is this? Seeded 15? It's seeded worse than Finding Dory, and I don't see how that's possible. Because, like, it's got a story to it, at the very least. The animation's good, and it's got a story with some form of substance in there.
Yeah, but I think you do lose a bit from learning too much about Mike and Sully, but they're still fun characters to be around.
And again, it's more like a generational thing. It's aimed at a different generation.
I think with Ink, because the movie was just set in the building where they work, there was a lot more sort of unexplained and unexplored. Whereas in University, alright, it's everything in the name, fucking University, but you see the city, you see how they live,
see the whole world,
you see how the monsters react in this type of world.
Yeah, it did do a lot for world building.
Whereas Ink, it was just in the building and that was it.
So what are we voting on this one?
I mean, obviously, it's got to be Toy Story 2, regardless.
Toy Story 2?
Yeah, like that.
Toy Story 2.
No contest. Wait a sec.
I'm mixing the hats some more. Matt's leaving. He's back. Hello.
Technical difficulties.
How was space?
Great.
Space was fun.
I turned into a woman. I became a Time Lord, and now I'm back.
The only thing I don't get is how comes her ears are pierced when she's born out of new ears because she's got a new face?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Continuity, George. Continuity.
I don't understand.
Well, why didn't Peter Capaldi have an earring then? Why didn't he?
Why didn't Smith have an earring?
Oh, Clara, I got my ears pierced again. What am I like? Did he suit me, Clara? Am I a good man, woman? Am I a good Time Lord thing?
I don't understand how it works, so I can't really get involved in this argument.
I can't wait for you to know all the shit we're on about.
Yeah,
okay, Matt, you've got... Oh, that is a good one.
An underrated one, I think.
It's somehow in the bottom half of the drawer, but give it. What is it?
It's A Bug's Life.
Yes, love that film. What have you got?
Monsters Inc.
It's the first big throwdown, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna give a really, really unpopular opinion here.
Do it. That's what the internet's for.
I prefer A Bug's Life.
Oh.
I generally do. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Monsters Inc. is obviously a classic. It's a fantastic film in every sense of the word. But the only reason I like A Bug's Life more is purely nostalgic reasons. Yeah. Looking at objectively as two separate films, much prefer to watch Monsters Inc. It's the much better film, but Bug's Life is what I think the second film I ever watched that I can remember.
That was the second Pixar film. That's why.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Like it was the second film I've ever watched.
Shoe keeps rubbing against the sofa and sound like I'm farting.
Like films.
Ow.
For like people out there, like films
for humans.
No, to me, is like my biggest passion.
Yeah.
And then I give it down to like films like The Incredibles and like actually a lot of the Pixar films as well, and Back to the Future. But that's for a different time.
That's for next week.
Very different.
That's for a different time. But films like that, some of my earliest memories with these films is what got me into my love for it.
It's the reason we're here.
Yeah, and I will prefer A Bug's Life any day, purely for nostalgia reasons. It always gives me a happy feeling watching the film.
Plus, it's just got such a fun story. You feel for the characters. You're invested.
Yeah,
you're invested in both. Like, this is probably the hardest one.
Yeah,
definitely so far.
Connor, what are you thinking?
We've got Toy Story out the way now, so it's all good.
I will.
The third one's still in there somewhere.
I will copy and paste whatever Matt just said, except Bug's Life I have never seen fully all the way through, and Monsters Inc. I will pick because of nostalgia as well, and it is one of my earliest films I have seen as well.
I do love them both, and I do have like a really big soft spot.
So really, it's not. I'm not disrespecting Bug's Life.
Yeah, no,
I ain't got nothing to disrespect. I've not seen the bloody thing, so I don't know. But
not seen the whole thing.
I feel like this is just a case with these two. It's nostalgia versus nostalgia,
which
is a case of which one.
And they're both early ones, so it's like I think so. You voted. You voted Bug's Life.
I've got to stick with Bug's Life.
You voted Monsters Inc. I have the. I think purely for nostalgia.
Have
you got a coin? Because I'm happy. I'm happy either way.
Yeah, I've got coins all over the gaff. Hang on. This one's gonna be decided.
This is the hardest one.
With a flip of a coin, because.
Okay, so all right. Okay, one of you. Which one are we gonna say is heads? That one because it's got a head on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Matt, you call it. Ready?
All right. Heads. Bug's Life.
Tails. Monsters Inc. Ghost Story.
There you go.
To be fair, I'm happy either way.
Yeah, like they're both good films, and Monsters Inc. probably does deserve to go through. It is the better
Bug's
film
Life will
out
get
of the two.
Mention. Okay,
but Bug's Life is good.
On to the next round.
Shall we swap hats?
Yeah, I want to switch hats.
Matt wants to win an argument.
I'm fighting losing battles here.
Okay, Connor, what you got?
Right. Please be a shit one.
Please be one of my favourite films.
Obviously, The Goonies.
The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, The Good Dinosaur.
Alright, good.
What is it? What have you got?
I want the good hat again. Because Coco. It's,
I think I feel like that's an easy decision. For me, that's Coco all day long. Like, Coco's got the most fun.
George, you might as well take over, because I've not seen either.
We're all giving their opinions.
Yeah, no,
we're all arguing. For
NA. That's my done.
The Good Dinosaur.
I refuse to vote. It's not a democracy. But it is.
The Good Dinosaur is boring.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just boring.
It's the most boring Pixar film there is.
And Coco.
At least with stuff like Cars, it's bad, but it's still so bad you have to see how this ends.
Yeah.
But with a Good Dinosaur, there's nothing to it.
It's a nothing film. No, it really is. Where Coco, it's got a lot of passion, a lot of soul in it, a lot of style to it.
Yeah, and the music's good. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun
Animation's
film.
Beautiful in it. The animation's beautiful in Coco.
I'll have to sit you down and make you watch it.
Like it's an honestly good film. I don't agree with its rating being number 8 though.
No.
Where did you pull these ratings from?
This is based off their Rotten Tomatoes score.
Alright, people on Rotten Tomatoes. How can you give this an 8, man?
They are rotten after all, so.
But then, how do you narrow down most of them films that are in the top 10? Because a lot of them are good.
I mean, when I get into a certain one, you understand why I say.
We're going Coco.
Yeah, it's got to be Coco.
You're Coco, I suppose. I don't give a
Okay, I'm Coco, so Coco's through.
Right.
Good Dinosaur is out.
2-1.
What hat do you want?
I want the good hat again. I just want my favourite film.
Please,
or one of the top 5, like I mentioned last week.
Okay, next round. Who we got?
I have got.
One you like?
Fucking Jesus!
What have you got?
Finding Nemo.
Hey! Your paper's blank.
Exactly. Paper says no.
It says, "Get a move on, Slowpoke."
Wally.
Oh no! Right. I actually
triggered.
Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh no. Hey, you can swap.
How? Alright, what's the
you can just vote for it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to hold it. You can still vote for it.
How is Wally not in the top 10?
I don't know.
How is Wally not in the top 10?
The fact that it's number 11 is the biggest disgrace. It's not the fact it's in top 10, it's the fact it's right there going, hello, I'm here, I'm not there, but I'm here.
Like, what is it? What would you take out of the top 10 to replace Wally with?
Either Coco, Inside Out, what else were you looking at? I would even take out Monsters Inc.
That's brave. Take Monsters Inc. out for Wally. I'd have it in the top 5.
Because what Wally, as I said last week,
did it make you cry when you saw it?
Like, I love Wally. It's top 5.
Yeah.
Same with another one that's in the temp seed that I will mention when it does pop up. But Wally's it's fantastic. What more can you say about that film?
It's one of the best space ones,
and one that doesn't
just
need
so
a
fun.
It doesn't.
I never want Wally to have a sequel.
Like it could have one. There's definitely room there for it.
It could be a Wally University.
Yeah, so Wally University.
Wouldn't be a lot of speaking.
No, it'd be Wally production line where they're all just being built.
And then they get off and they
Maybe
get
Wall F, Wall G.
You know what? I kind of want to see like a Pixar short of just a Wally production line.
Well, they did that short called Bernie, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just Bernie Burns drunk in space.
Hey! No, but like Finding Nemo. What's this seed in that? 3. Nah, fuck right off.
I think it should be higher than Toy Story 2, but I don't think it should be as high as number 2.
Like it's.
I feel like Finding Nemo is a better film than a lot of those films that it's.
Like Finding Nemo, don't get me wrong.
It's a lot of fun. It's a sweet film.
It's a good film. Unlike its sequel, it's a very, very good film.
At least you like this one.
Yeah, I like. Don't get me wrong. I love Finding Nemo. I do really enjoy the film, but
for me, it's nostalgia. So yeah, I'll give it nostalgia.
Yeah, it's a good film. Don't get me wrong. The story's good, and like all the characters all have like a reason for doing everything.
It's such an expansive world. There is so much going on, like not just with the main characters. There's so much world building in that.
Yeah, for being just under the sea.
Yeah, and it's so simple.
Yeah, under sea.
It's so simple.
But
whereas like the world seems smaller with Finding Dory because it's so focused on the sea centre.
Yeah.
Whereas it's the whole world. Like the whole world is so much room for that world to be in.
Like that's the thing. It's like people really love to explore the ocean because you don't know what's out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I suppose that creates a lot of the sort of writing behind Finding Nemo. But WALL-E is, I mean, like,
it's space. Space is bigger than
it's
the
space.
ocean.
It's an expansive universe, like, and it's set into a time that like could actually realistically happen even now.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I think, and like as much as it is a message at the end of the day for clean up after the planet, like as much as it is a message for that, it's done in such a way that like, I mean, it's two robots at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's such a cutesy little film that has such an important message behind it as well.
See, that's a film I haven't seen probably since I've seen it years ago. Like, I've not revisited it, but I don't need to because I know it.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's always going to be stuck in your mind.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
WALL-E and Eva.
Yeah, and it's a film that doesn't have that much dialogue and doesn't have that many speaking roles, but it gets the point across no end.
But it's just like, it's just so good. It's the perfect film for just visual storytelling.
Yeah.
It's a very minimalist, perfectly visual film.
It's almost like a modern day silent film, really. Isn't
Yeah.
it? When it's
obviously with a lot more talking in there.
Like the colours, the whole world like drags you in, and you know what's going on without being told by exposition or by dialogue. You just know what's happening. And there are the odd speaking role, but apart from that, it's just you're just there for the ride, and it's a hell of a lot of fun.
It's just such a good film, and it's like it's a robot at the end of the day. It's like why do you care? But it's
the cutest robot.
It's the cutest little dirt robot ever.
But can that be a father and son?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. No.
Like, the way Marlin
I will
is so
fight
protective.
my corner on this one. It's not even my ticket.
He's so protective of his son because of losing his wife, and it's just a simple father-son story.
But
and it is
the point I'm going to put.
Love is unbreakable.
Look, I mean,
you would know because
I would testify in that one.
Same thing I would testify. Yeah.
So would I.
But like the thing is, what I'm gonna say.
Fuck Father's Day.
About WALL-E, the one thing that I will say.
Daddy, can I come out from under the bed?
It's unique. And I think it should go through on the merit on that. Right. Because, like, alright, yeah, you've got loads of family films, loads of, dad protective of a son, or mum protective of a son. You've got that all over the place. It's nothing new in terms of a story.
Yeah.
But I think WALL-E is presented well, animated well, just everything about that film I think is much more unique and much better, in my opinion, than Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, it's probably been about 2 or 3 years since I watched WALL-E. Finding Nemo I watched before I watched Finding Dory.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't need to revisit WALL-E because it's just
WALL-E.
That embedded, thank you, in my mind. And it always will be.
In your soul.
Yeah, it's one of those films that you don't need to watch that often.
No. It's like, when did that out? 08 was it? Like 10 years? I haven't seen it since.
It's
like,
about that.
08.
Like I think WALL-E is better for that reason.
I agree, but I also have a special place for Finding Nemo because when I went to Disney, Florida, on the plane I watched that at least 5 times, and that is ingrained in my brain forever.
I mean, Connor's put on the keyboard, so I'm assuming he agrees with me.
So you both voting WALL-E?
What were we up against Nemo, was it? I can't even remember.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, WALL-E.
I would just say that I'm voting Nemo just purely for myself because.
Okay.
But I agree. Well, I'm still happy WALL-E's gone through.
Like,
but Nemo's for me just.
There we go.
Personally.
Get one of the underdogs on the keyboard. It's all good.
What hat?
I still want to pick my favourite film because I know you're gonna pick it out.
I thought we will at this rate. Yeah. I mean, everything's been okay. Oh, fuck.
Connor, what have you got today?
Oh fuck. Up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with this. I've got Brave. Braveheart, Brave. Too Fast, Too Brave.
Brave 3, Tokyo Brave.
Like Tokyo. Brave Faster, Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Archery.
The Brave of the Furious. I don't know.
I don't think there's a contest.
This is unanimous. Up.
Yeah, I don't think this is a contest.
Up makes you cry in the first 5 minutes of that film. Up all day long.
It hits you with an emotional feel strain.
Brave is a discount Disney princess movie, which is funny because it's still owned by Disney.
Yeah.
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 End
Throw
of
Brave
discussion.
away. Throw Brave away. Up is in.
Yeah. Easy.
Right. End of discussion.
Yep. Alright. What else we... Oh, I know I'm gonna...
Every time I pick these up, I think
I've got to
to
pick it up now, yeah? Of course I've got to fucking pick it up.
What have you got?
I've got the lowest seeded one here. I've got Cars 2.
Hey! The cancer that it is. And Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3.
Alright, I want the good hat back now because I've got to pick out my favourite
There's
film.
no way that all 3 Toy Stories are going to make through. But they are, because Cars 2 is a pile of shit.
Oh yeah, what we're gonna do? Nah, put Cars 2 over Toy Story 3.
We're going to make Michael Caine play an Aston Martin James Bond spy car when Mater detracts away from the main story about, you know, fake petrol with Eddie Izzard. What we actually would prefer to see.
I mean, at least.
Mater.
See, like the thing is though, I will say this: I don't think it deserves to be number 20.
What would you put, Tony? First Cars.
Like The Good Dinosaur or something. Because, alright, no. You're giving me a look, right? Yeah, Cars 2 is objectively the biggest pile of shit that Disney owns. But it's so bad that you can actually get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Like, at least it's not a nothing film.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I mean...
Again,
it's Toy Story 3 all day.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 ends... If they ended it after Toy Story 3, we'd be fine with that, because you age with Andy, like you start off as a kid playing with your toys, and then with the third one, you're at his age. And
especially all of us about that.
Especially, and all of us watching that film, it's like, that still makes me cry at the end every time.
I mean, like, when...
Because emotionally, just like, there's so much nostalgia in that for me, and I just love that film.
I mean, like, especially when it came out, I was actually, like, near enough heading into uni as well, so it's like, I was, emotional attachment in that film.
Toy Story 3?
Toy Story 3 all day long. I've
I've
already chucked the other piece of paper away. Like,
Matt, I've given you the good hat. Can you pick your favourite film?
I mean, it's one of 3, so I bloody hope so. Yeah, you know.
Okay. Matt,
Yay!
Finally, he's happy.
It's Inside Out.
I'm so happy it's not Inside Out. It's Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Go on.
Against Incredibles 2.
Oh.
We've got another big throwdown.
Oh my goodness.
Can I just start off by saying Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
I love... This is probably the only decision you could, because you've obviously seen Ratatouille and you haven't yet seen Incredibles 2.
Yeah, fuck it, done.
No.
Connor, don't give up, we're still talking.
No, we've got to talk about them because obviously Incredibles 2 is obviously, 13th seed?
I can't...
But
that's not bad considering it's been out, what?
Yeah, it's only just recently been released. Over here in the UK, it's been out 7 days, 8 days.
I wouldn't be surprised if that made, like, 11.
No, I think it can go further than that.
It's just enjoyable. It's the most one of the most enjoyable sequels.
I think it could take out Coco's place, just directly underneath.
I think
Incredibles.
Yeah.
Good. It's one of those films that's probably on par with The Incredibles, like the first one. It's like, it doesn't do anything wrong. It's not boring. It doesn't do anything like what's the word that I'm thinking? It doesn't do anything like generically. It does it its own way, and it's a lot of fun. And you enjoy yourself. You're not going to have a bad time watching either Incredibles movie.
It's the first Incredibles, but looking even slicker. Yeah, basically.
You see, yeah.
A new story to take on, even slicker. But for me, Ratatouille's got to go through because
it's just such a strange film. Like you wouldn't think of it, would you?
Yes,
like with WALL-E. It's such a unique film, and I think that's where Pixar hits its stride.
Yeah,
where it's telling just such a
no matter what age you are.
That's why we want more original stories from Pixar. There's 5 more films.
That's why they don't do sequels that often.
No. That's why they shouldn't do sequels.
Yeah,
because after Toy Story 4, they said they've got like there's mainly original ideas for a while, which is nice. We're going to get like 4 or 5 films where it's just it'll be something like Coco or Inside Out, where it's like
because you never know what to expect from a Pixar film.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Good old Spanish. But like the thing is, I think I said this last week, is the ending is so melancholy. And for a film that you went in, it's like, it's a rat cooking in Paris, like this is gonna be a pile of shit.
It's
and
stereotypical,
it's such a fantastic film. Like it's the best film.
Certainly out of those two.
definitely out of those two.
Oh.
And even if you don't put it through on, lovely.
Yeah.
Even if you don't put it through on film, like premise alone, you got to put it through on just nostalgia.
Yeah. So, Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Okay. We've only got 2 rounds left of this preliminary. What you got?
Inside out. Outside in.
Upside down. Guess what? I got the first Cars film now.
Card film. Yeah.
Well, that's. I think Cars 1's enjoyable.
It's better. It's definitely better than 2.
That goes without saying much, but yeah.
It's not really a contest, is it? Nah, like what's there to say about Cars that hasn't already been said?
It's a film about automobiles on a road.
It's a film that if you think too much into it, the worse it starts to become.
Yeah.
It's good as long as you don't. If you just switch your brain off.
If you take it at brain value, like
face value.
Yeah, sorry,
brain value.
I can't,
yeah, face value.
Overload.
Like when I was about like a 3-year-old kid, I'm pretty sure I loved Cars.
Yeah.
You're a 3-year-old kid, like in 2006.
I don't know when Cars came out. Like,
who cares about statistics at this point?
It's not a film that.
Wibbly wobbly.
It's not a film like Wall-E or Ratatouille where I'm like, I remember watching this film.
Yeah. See, I'm really trying to recall it because obviously it's in Disney's eyes. It's earned well enough to earn fucking 2 other films, not just one.
Just one.
I think that's mainly down to. I think that's mainly down to merchandise
and a spin-off.
Yeah.
Selling, 2 spin-offs.
Oh yeah,
Planes 2.
Planes 2.
And the cartoons.
And weren't there like a Mater like short or something as well? I think I remember that.
Mater and the Ghost, like all the Cars cartoons. When Mater went on different adventures. I think it's because it's so marketable to children with the toys as well. That's what sort of. That's what
look at my fast sports car.
It is, yeah, that is what it is.
Inside Out is very good. It's deep, makes you think, makes you get depressed about your life because you realise that all imaginary friends die in your brain.
And again, it's like a film that's perfect for everyone. It's got stuff for kids and stuff for adults. I think it's probably got a stronger place in the minds of younger people that saw it when they were kids and will inevitably watch it more as they grow up, whereas with us we were sort of... It's like you got to take it as value of what the film is.
So with me, again, not seen it, but it was one I was actually going to see, but I unfortunately missed it out.
I mean, you can tell it's better than Cars by just the trailer alone. You don't need to watch the film.
Yeah. So,
Inside Out. It's got
winner, chicken dinner.
Inside Out burger.
Okay.
In and Out burger.
So we should know what the last ones are.
I
think. Hang on.
Yeah. I know what I've got.
Read them out.
Well, I've got the first Incredibles. I didn't even need to open that.
I can feel the dark side. Cars 3.
Incredibles.
Incredibles. I'm done talking about Cars.
Cars 3. I will say that what I did see most of Cars 3 when it came out because it's one of the films that they didn't really advertise it and you just sort of missed it in the cinema.
Yeah, I totally forgot it was a thing.
Yeah, they played like a trailer and then just sort of went.
Yeah, come and see us.
I'd say it's the best Cars film, but that's not saying much.
That's just not saying a lot. Where Incredibles is one of the best Pixar films out there. It's no contest.
Oh, cool. So we're through. This is the last 10. So,
right.
So then what we've got to do is
scrunch them back up. Just chuck them in each hat.
I think
we don't think there's fire ahead.
No, it's just dramatic pulls and.
Yeah, we'll put them back. So what's that? Are you putting them in different ones?
Yeah.
Are you reading the numbers?
Nope.
Well, no, because they've got to be in this.
No, because otherwise, because a lot of the
we'll just put it all in one hat.
A lot of the top, a lot of the top 10 went through, so it's like you're gonna have like 10 and then just like 1,
2, 4, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I will pick one now.
Oh, he's picking from the hat,
doing something.
Hold that.
Oh, hold it.
Hold the magic hat.
Ooh.
Okay, so in the next round,
we're gonna
first out of the hat is Toy Story 3.
Against
what is it?
Coco.
Oh, Coco Pops.
Coco Pops.
I'd say that.
Only because I connect with it more. Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Everything we said about Coco, the art style of Coco, I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the colours, the visuals, everything about that film, the way it looks is brilliant. The music,
definitely a closer call.
Yeah.
But I think
definitely closer than Cars.
Cars versus Incredibles. I wonder which one's gonna go through.
You really have to scratch your head on that one.
Yeah. No, like Toy Story 3, just purely attachment to the film.
Toy Story.
No, attachment to the film for our generation. It's got to go through on that merit alone. However, Coco,
good film.
Honourable
Need to see
mention.
it.
No,
Honourable mention.
You need to watch it.
Yeah,
No
it's
disrespect.
very good. It's very, very good.
Go on, Connie, you pick one.
I don't want to pick one this time. You guys can pick.
Okay. You go first.
We have got Ratatouille.
Versus.
I should have bloody picked.
Versus Toy Story 2.
Ratatouille. Fight me.
Yeah, I can see that because I think Toy Story 2 does a lot of what the first Toy Story film does.
Yeah.
That's majority
As good
sequels.
But I still feel like it doesn't really build on it as much as I think Toy Story 3 is a better sequel to Toy Story than Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
And that you can't argue with like how much fun like a rat cooking is.
I mean, like, again, I don't want this to end.
You know what I mean? It's so unexpected.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
I
such a
don't
simple
want this
plot.
to be Toy Story 1, 2, 3 still
top
on
three.
here at like the
Yeah,
end
no.
of this.
So just out of principle, you're just trying to get one off.
Yeah, not out of
Get one off,
principle.
get rid of one.
But,
out of the uniqueness of the film, which I think where Pixar hits its stride.
Yeah, I think it is a much better film than Toy Story 2.
No.
I feel like Toy Story 2 is a good film, but it's just the first one, but a little
Again.
bit
Just
different.
little redone. Different locations.
Yeah, it's a
A
nice-
little bit more polish on it because
it's-
that was their
yeah.
first attempt at a sequel or
Yeah.
something like
It
that,
was,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was only their third film. It's because Disney were trying to green light loads of Pixar sequels, and
They
had to make it in the end.
They
anyway,
had
they
to
wanted
play
get
it
right.
somewhat safe. They couldn't go
Yeah, they couldn't go big on a big story.
completely big on their first ever sequel. You
Yeah,
know?
like they've learned to do more ambitious story. Yeah, so
Yeah.
But even when you go back to having a good sequel, which, you know, there are a good lot of sequels out there regarding
Back
ignoring
to the future.
Pixar for 2 seconds.
Back to the
But
future.
then when you
It's
think
a
of
Pixar
sequels.
week.
But when you think about unique films, you
Yeah.
can't. It's the Wallies and Ratatouilles that
Yeah.
stand out.
yeah,
It's
because they're so different and they appeal to you in a way that you
still
didn't
to
think
this
they would.
day. Still to this day, they still do.
Yeah.
That's.
I think Ratatouille is a lot better than most animated films that come out now, like your Despicable Me's and your.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't.
Hotel Transylvania.
No, I don't.
Fact.
Despicable Me's
So-
and like just the Minions, emoji movies. They're a story. That's a
That's
podcast
in
that
itself.
I could just.
Talk about for days.
Oh.
A diss track. We can make a diss track about it.
So are we going for Ratatouille? Obviously, because
Yeah.
Matt will fight Ratatouille to its death.
I will,
So Toy Story 2 is out.
unless it gets picked up against like Wally, in which case I don't know.
No,
which.
that would be the battle of all battles.
I don't know which one I'd pick over that.
God knows.
Matt, what you got?
I have got Monsters Inc.
Again.
Not University this time. I've got actual Monsters Inc.
Wally.
Wally.
Monsters Inc.
A Wally.
Monsters
A
Inc.
Wally.
This is a hard one. This is a
Like-
hard one.
Nah.
I think
Nostalgia. That's all I'll say is nostalgia.
not just nostalgia. No, not just nostalgia. Like I think.
I've chucked it down there now.
Well, so we got to pick Wally.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, then we have. But
You
they're
thought-
both really good films, but in such different ways.
Yeah, they're both unique. They're both very good at storytelling. But again, like
But
what I
apparently
said.
it's Wally.
No, again, like I said.
Whatever we would have said, you'd have like put Wally on there anyway. So.
Yeah, like I that had to go down because it's doing it justice for being in the fucking 11th seed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, what is that shit?
Okay. Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Both
It is a
unique,
tough call.
both good animated, both good storytelling. It's like in my
If I could
Jordan.
see, I am tempted to pick it up.
It
but-
is like it's down there.
Somewhere.
It went by my football boot. Oh, it's down
Pick
there.
up Cars too. Put that on.
But like
So I guess we're
again,
going for Wally.
it's the more like expansive one. Again, it holds much more. It sticks in your mind a lot more. That's what I would say objectively looking at it.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I shouldn't be trusted with paper again after that one. Oh, you're gonna trust me with the paper again, okay?
Okay, so Matt.
Up. Okay.
This is lining up to be a hell of a battle.
Up and away.
Up versus Inside Out.
Oh, now this is close.
An emotional Titanic of a film, or a mental,
makes you think about your life.
Psychological, somewhat depressing film.
Well, they both start somewhat depressing because one tells you you're going to grow old and die, and the other one tells you you're going to grow old and die and have no imaginary friends. So
you're going to grow old, die, but you're also going to die sad.
You'll also be dead inside long before.
There's the difference in the films.
Well, no, I'll just go with Up.
Yeah, I'm more tempted to go with Up than I am Inside Out.
Up was just something else. Like when that came out, no one expected that to be as good as it was, especially after the fun that was Ratatouille. You get this emotional gut punch, and it was just so much fun.
It grips you from the first minute.
That 5 minute like you get like through the montage, and you've gone through his life, and you're like, oh my god, I'm depressed.
It like that could have been one of Pixar's best shorts, but
definitely
they
could have
kept
easily just been a short
to a movie as well, which.
And the movie didn't outdo itself. It wasn't just like too long. It was just what it needed to be.
I mean, it was a bit long in areas, but so
it's probably the best story told.
The best rated films always have some sort of pacing issues.
Yeah,
like that's everything. But...
So we're going for.
We're going up.
We're going up.
Oh, this is a line-up on this board.
Right.
Okay, this is for the final place in the top 5.
I mean,
Okie dokie.
It's. Oh no, but
Go on,
there is
Connor.
2 in it. Yeah. Go on, Connor.
Yeah.
That one.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Toy Story Uno.
Versus Incredibles.
Good versus evil.
Toy Story. You can't beat that. That is the OG. It is amazing.
Yeah, like I'm just thinking again. Do we have
these were the 2 films that I've been rewatching as well.
Do we go for a more unique lineup? Because if not, we're gonna have Toy Story versus Toy Story. I think at a point possibly.
Yeah.
So do you go for the unique lineup?
No, I think
like with.
But can you say that Incredibles has affected you as much as Toy Story has?
No, Toy Story is, especially the first one.
It's the film of your childhood.
Yeah,
it's just toys come to life in your bedroom.
It is.
Yeah,
it's what I've always wanted to happen, but has never happened. My toys never come to life when I was a kid. So
unless you're above the age of 18, in which case your toys do come to life in your bedroom.
God,
that was a different way from where I thought you were going to take it. So. Well done.
It's got to be Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously the lineup we've got to do.
Somehow.
Well, because obviously you can't pair up a 3. So.
Yeah, we can.
No,
all 3 of us.
No, so what I'm thinking.
No, all 3 of us pick out one and then have.
Rock paper scissors and.
Yeah. No, what I'm thinking is you choose one of them gets through to the final.
Well, I know which one's going to go through to the final.
You can have one vote for all the way through to the final.
I say that. That's got to be the one fight.
You
one
reckon
vote
that is
in the final.
regardless?
Yeah. I think that's going to be every other film that's on that list.
Really?
That's got to be in the final.
Out of that bunch, yes.
Yeah, it's got to be one that's in the final.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toy Story 1, that's in the final.
Yeah.
Instant.
Okay, so then I would say
in the blue corner.
In the blue corner.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them and mix them.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's get ready to rumble. Get ready. Let's do it. Just like talk about stuff when I'm folding.
Well, he's no longer around, isn't he? And
he's still
I mean, he's still around.
Yeah, no, but I mean, there ain't gonna be no more rumbling for a while.
No, he's constantly he's been rumbling since like the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, but not the good kind.
Left or right, Connor?
Left.
1 or 2?
2.
I'll mix them up again, hang on.
Okay. Nobody's going to be seated for this portion.
Left or right?
Right. Give me right.
1 or 2?
DOS. Alright.
So the first semi-final
Semi-final, yeah.
is
Are we going to reveal both at the same time?
Yeah.
So,
3, 2, 1.
Up.
Toy Story 3. Yeah, Toy Story 3.
Oh.
Well, that is a bit closer.
Ball sacks.
They are both the most emotional stories that Pixar have ever done. They are both two of the strongest.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I can decide this. This is tough. Part of me wants to say Up.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to say Up as well.
But then Toy Story 3, like, it builds on it builds on everything that happened before, and then like it make you like. Then he leaves his toys, and you're like just sitting there like, oh my god, this was me. This was like you feel like you're the main character all throughout Toy Story 3, and you've grown up with it.
But then we've got that other bit of paper over there. We don't want it all Toy Story themed.
But there's only two. I don't think we can make these decisions based off of how many Toy Story films there
Yeah,
are.
I think at this point now it can't be that. It's got to be objectively the films now.
Yeah.
If we could do it that way, England would have won the World Cup.
I'd say, hand on heart, I think it's Up. It is like so close because it's just such a different story, and it's more real because it's like a kid like with an old man in not a creepy way, like. And it's
a dog, a talking dog.
It's a more tangible relationship, but whereas the kid with his toys, you know, that goes in cycles. You know, you'll always end up giving your toys to your kids or something, and that. But like that one life, like when you're lonely and like your wife's gone, like, that's just so much more powerful. I think.
It's. I do get your point, and I'm very tempted to say Up as well for that.
You want to make it go to a decider and make Connor decide.
Yeah, because like the thing is, Toy Story 3 hits home to me.
It's
It
they
hits
both hit home,
but
just in different ways.
Toy Story 3, like that is me. Like I was heading off to uni at that point. I was having to give up some things as well. To me, it hits such a point at that moment in time that it's always going to hold something. It's going to stay with me.
Oh, yeah, both do. Both still get you.
Where again, Up is just such an impactful film as well.
I'm voting Up. Connor, what have you got to say?
I'm voting Toy Story so Connor can decide.
Go on, say a few words before you break the nation's
hearts. Yeah, whatever one I say is going to be random, but no disrespect to the other.
If it helps, they go into a third place playoff.
But my heart is saying Toy Story 3.
No.
Toy Story 3. I'm happy.
It's just such for especially of our age.
To me, it's more relatable than a guy, an old man in a flying house. I mean, no disrespect to the film, but yeah.
That's going to be our first slogan, no disrespect. That's what we should have called it. No disrespect. Okay, so that means that...
We'll put that one here for the moment.
But now, it's the other semi-final is Ratatouille.
And Wally.
This is probably your...
This is my worst...
dreading, yeah.
This is my worst matchup.
So this is gone, isn't it? So wait,
yeah. Because, what I said last episode, I got a top 5 and I can't really pick one above the other in it.
These are probably
these
are probably your top 2, aren't they?
Yeah, this is forcing me to pick
between your 2 favourite children.
Yeah, but we all know, like as a grown adult, there is always one favourite child. But
which one of your kids is your favourite?
I don't know.
Is it Barry that lives under the stairs?
There's one scene, and I'm gonna say...
Levels are going really quiet then, look. Sorry, carry on.
There's one scene that I'm gonna say that will decide it for me.
Go on then.
I want to put Ratatouille through.
Based off
of above Wally, because as I say, it's a visually telling thing, and there's one scene in it that will always stick with me for how jarring it was when I was watching it.
I think I know the scene.
where the ship captain is speaking to the robot and basically explains everything that you've been following through, because it's almost like we need to tell you this because we don't trust that you've understood it up to this point.
Oh, whereas you think that they'd leave Ratatouille to the viewer to join the dots, their own way.
Ratatouille, it leaves you picking it up, and it sort of it doesn't end on a happy note, but it kind of does. Where WALL-E, it sort of was like,
it's conclusive.
We need to make this message about the environment.
Yeah.
And where Ratatouille, it was more, this is what it is. This is what it's always going to be. Interpretations up to you.
Yeah. It's a lot. When you say it like that, it is a much more simpler film in terms of finding your own way through the story. Whereas I get that does seem a bit more of a thing for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
That's the final three. Was that your door?
Yes. I'm gonna let you dabble.
Get it down.
1 second.
Cool.
So
that is tough. Should we change it? Quick, get Cars 2 while he's gone. Get Cars 2.
Where the fuck is it?
Just get it. Just get moving, slowpoke.
Good guys. Where the fuck is it?
What was the thing that you threw out?
It's good time. Side out.
Since that, then
Toy Story 2.
That's the one that comes. No, that's in the third place playoff. Up. Fucking hour and a half. Wow.
Oh, come on. Wait, is that how long we've been doing it?
Yeah. How do you? Well, let's take a moment. Con. How do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your first podcast?
Fucking amazing.
No,
Hot.
good. Yeah, hot and bothered. Oh, he's back.
Great. Yeah, hello.
Super professional, aren't I?
Yeah. We can probably edit that bit out.
Nah, it's fine.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine. That requires
we didn't try and find Cars 2 in the pile on the floor. Final three.
Toy Story 3?
There's a Toy Story that's...
Toy Story and Ratatouille.
I mean, odds-on favourite is Toy Story.
I mean, that's the odds-on favourites, but...
Yeah.
I would go for a Ratatouille Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3?
Mm-hmm. So Ratatouille is in the top 2. We've decided that.
Yeah, that but I mean, it's my little favourite child that we don't let Wally know that
impacts
child.
I feel like it would then have to be that one, because the third one only impacts you because of the first one and the world built.
Yeah. The first one is what basically gave Pixar its name.
Okay, so we can announce that the third best Pixar film is Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
With Up and what was the other one we threw out?
Up and Wally.
Up and Wally in the top 5. This is how it should be. Rotten Tomatoes.
I think this is basically what I said last episode.
Yeah, it was.
We are fresh tomatoes.
It is. It's let's round this up. Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Toy Story. It's the one that started it. It's the reason we're here. It still holds up. Ratatouille ran it damn close.
It's the reason why we're discussing this very subject right now.
It's like picking again. It's like almost
Stop
like
talking about your children.
It's like having 3 children.
Daddy, can I have some dinner?
No, this is what I imagine being a parent's like. I got 3 children.
Putting them all on the keyboard? Putting them all on the keyboard and deciding which one's the best?
It's like I got 3 children. I don't really want to say which one's actually
which one
my
will I spend on the most? Which one will I spend on the most?
It's all like your children. It's always your firstborn and Toy Story.
Yeah,
Toy Story.
At the end
Toy
of the
Story
day,
is
it's what gave Pixar its name. It set
the,
everything in motion, and we've got all these different unique stories because
including us.
Toy Story created me.
So Toy
Story, Ratatouille, and Toy Story 3, and then WALL-E and Up. That's an ideal top 5. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Toy Story, all them names have gone over my head. We've said them so many fucking times. There's one of them which I'm thinking, why is that in it still? No disrespect.
Probably Art. I imagine that's...
No, Toy Story, Ratatouille... I can't even remember. You have to say the names, hit me with them.
Well, that's all we got time for.
Toy Story 1, 3.
1, 3, yeah.
WALL-E, Ratatouille, and Art.
I think out of all of them, Ratatouille. But then because you've got your die-hard fashion for it, that's what made it succeed.
Yeah. We've managed to argue the point about Pixar for probably a good almost an hour of this crap. And if you've listened to us from the beginning, thank you. If you've listened to us last week as well, I feel really sorry for you, but thanks for sticking in.
I'm not that bad. I'll go away if you want.
No, you're going to be a regular.
You're the better Connor.
I think that was a subtle message for Connor Devlin.
100%
was. We love you, Connor. We love all Connors. All Connors are our friend. Emails? Have we got any? Do you want to check?
I can check again.
You can check. Okay. Well, Matt checked. Connor, you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, definitely. Bit of a silly question at this point.
Will you be back next week?
Actually, we did have a question on the comment from last video.
Oh,
yeah, that was about the monopolies.
Yeah, that was Ryan.
Yes.
Yes, Monopoly, because we talked about monopolies like Fox thing. They are bad, but the game we do like. So
we do like the board game because I win every single game that I play. If I start losing it, my opinions may change.
Well, that's with everything. If you're good at it, you're gonna love
life.
As
soon as I start losing.
What I realised from Monopoly is I'm very good at scamming my mates out of everything they own.
Being
he just does that in real life. Have we gotten
Connor,
electronic mail?
No.
We have no mail.
No.
We have no mail this week.
Connor,
yes.
What's your opinions on a monopoly? Like an actual business monopoly?
We really can go into that now?
Yeah. No, wrap it up. Quick fire.
No comment. No comment.
No comment.
That's how
we like it.
No comment.
Well done.
Well, this has been mildly successful. We've had fun. Next week, guys, we want some emails. We want to hear. We just want to tell us
feedback. Give us some suggestions. Rate, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Typical outro.
See, look, first episode, and he's already in it. He's already there.
Subscribe down below. Hit that bell button for notifications. Give us a thumbs up.
Share the video with your friends.
Oh yeah, definitely share. Definitely share.
Send your emails to nerdbiblecontact@gmail.com. Twitter is @PastySheep. We've got at NerdBiblePod specifically for the podcast, so that's easier if you just want that, because there is a lot of content that we do want to do on the channel itself.
Yeah.
Whereas and if you just want the podcast, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna do a load of crap. If you don't watch it, then you don't have to watch it.
We're gonna be like Pixar. There's gonna be something for something for everyone.
We're gonna dress Matt up as a rat and make him cook dinner.
Hey, if that's the case, I'm gonna make some good dinners. If that's the case, but no, yeah.
What we got next week?
Yeah, what have we got next week?
Well, I'm literally, when this finishes, I have to go and see Mamma Mia. Not by choice.
Oh, we're totally gonna talk about Mamma Mia.
We do actually have a good video. We got in regards to the original Mamma Mia movie that we're gonna bring up, but we won't tell you what it is yet. You'll have to keep an eye out for that, because that's gonna be a lot of fun. That is. You're laughing because you just can't wait to sit through it again.
I don't.
I saw Tag.
I don't want to edit it.
No, I saw Tag this week. Are you not going to see Tag before?
Yes, already seen it. It was amazing. I really did like that.
Well, there you go. So you just need to see it. And we'll talk about that. And then if Connor sees Incredibles 2, we can go into in-depth spoilers about everything. There'll probably be more Comic-Con stuff. I think there's an Aquaman trailer and something like that coming on Sunday.
Yeah, because they're
meant to be coming on Sunday.
Yeah, they've released like promotional material for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot on its way, so stay tuned and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.